Well, he says, FY, there was an outage with similar symptoms inside Google infrastructure the other day.
Man,
yeah, because we have the infrastructure of Google.
Yeah, I know.
If we had the infrastructure of Google, I think we'd definitely be doing something much better.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've lowered our resolution to 720p, and I'm getting we're live again. I got a notification. Something should be showing on here, and I am checking my task manager. We're doing well, 80%, CPU usage, network's good.
CPU usage is high, man.
No, it's only 65% when you're streaming. It's not 100%, which is good.
Yeah.
So apparently we should be streaming. Do you want to just check the TV? I think we're live. Can anybody?
TV.
I don't know. I don't even know how we check because we're disconnected from chat. It's insane. We can't even tell.
It's not up yet, that's for sure.
It's not up yet. Okay, so we're 10 minutes late. That's not too bad.
Oh, yeah, we're live now.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah.
Can you just play the sound so we're actually... We don't have to have...
There we go.
Oh, okay.
Good sound. Looking
All
good.
Right.
Looking good, guys.
I think we're good.
We're in business.
I think we're good, but we can't see the chat. So I'm going to open up the chat on my phone. So, folks, apologies for that. We're going to have to look through my phone every so often to see your chat.
I'll probably refresh on YouTube eventually, right?
This thing... Oh, God, YouTube's so bad.
Is it?
Yeah, look, it's stuck.
Oh, YouTube. Well done, YouTube.
Okay, cool.
I ordered
No, that's the old one.
I ordered some
That's the old one.
for my
Yeah, man. That's
How do I-
the OG.
Can you just turn the TV on so we can see the comments there?
I don't
All right,
think-
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a technical difficulties episode of the State of the Beanstalk. We are starting 10 minutes late, but that doesn't mean we won't finish 10 minutes late. Maybe we'll extend it a little bit to get through the topics we have for you today. And we do have some good
bonus
topics.
time.
And please chat in the comments because we're going to get that up on a TV in a second, and it'll help us chat to see what you guys are doing. So what do we have here for today? Tell me, Casper, because I think most of this will be, I guess, on your side in regards to what you're specialized in.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so the big news today is that Sony has kind of broken the silence by talking about the PlayStation 5 reveal that's coming up 4th of June. So next week, they're going to showcase some games for us. So I think that's a big deal because we've been waiting for so long, and they're finally going to show us some gameplay, and it's actually live on their website now that they're going to be doing this digital stream for us.
Yeah.
And what I've done is I've got some crazy man notes over here. And through the power of deduction, we'll be having a look at what could they possibly be revealing next week.
You've got written notes
Done my
for
research.
us.
This is a beautiful mind moment right here. So we're going to be able to find out what we got to look forward to.
Now, before we get into the main topics, how was your week?
Oh, how was my week?
Your 7 days of non-existence between now and
My
the last
non-existence.
stream.
Yeah, well, I was actually floating through the ether before the show came on. No, it's been pretty good. Look, I saw a really strange movie on Netflix.
Yeah.
That I think will float under the radar for most people. It's called Apostle. You heard of it?
you don't mean the original, like... Oh, no, that's Priest.
No, that's Priest.
Priest
Yeah.
is the action thriller one that... A sci-fi action thriller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the so I saw Apostle, and that movie, for anybody that hasn't seen it, it's directed by Garth Evans, I think. Yeah, Garth Evans. And he's the guy that's responsible for doing The Raid 1 and 2. And if you guys haven't seen those movies, I highly recommend it. If you're a big action movie junkie, action movie buff, it's freaking awesome. And he went in a completely different direction with this movie, because it's essentially, I'll give you a bit of a premise. It's about a guy in like the early 1900s whose sister has been supposedly kidnapped by this cult, and there's a ransom that is up for her, and then he's going to go and investigate on this little island and find out, what's happening to his sister, what is this cult up to, and try to infiltrate it, basically. But it's not as simple as it seems. Like, it's not as directly, the way that it's explained. Like, once you get there, there's a lot of supernatural stuff that's going on. So it's a really cool movie. It takes some really twisted and dark turns, but it's not of the faint of heart. So I don't recommend it if you've got if you don't have the stomach to take on some violence because it's a pretty gruesome movie, but it's cool, man.
So it may seem like I wasn't listening, but we've got so many crazy difficulties right now. I can't even load the chat, but I have you guys in the chat below. So if you flick me a message, I will be able to see it. I think I am literally live on the phone. In any case, my week consisted of not watching scary movies.
Oh yeah.
But watching. Oh, this is embarrassing.
A little bit
watching Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh, right.
Because it dropped on Netflix. I've never seen it before, and everybody says it's great, and everybody always talks about it, and there's always memes and photos and things like that popping up about it. So I was going to give it a go. So I've started doing that, and I find it quite entertaining. I think it's quite good. And so that was my week. But I did have a massive sort of busy week because of the rains in Western Australia. We've had a massive storm, and my roof's been, well, the roof hasn't been leaking, but all the gutters have been leaking inside the eaves, and now I've got puddles everywhere inside the patio and stuff like that. So I'm just trying to deal with that. So, yeah, it is what it is. In any case, let's roll the intro because we haven't done that yet, and I think I can get it to work. So, welcome everybody.
Good evening. Look at
Good
all
evening.
the comments. We're live.
Yes, thank you very much for noticing the shirts. We are matching today.
Are we? I didn't notice a thing.
And on the white background, I think it looks really nice and colourful. So I think it's great.
I was going to say you have a great sense of fashion there, Patrick.
So I brought these back from a visit to Poland a couple of months ago, before the whole COVID business went down. Yes, hello, Postman Pat's here. And so if you like Marvel, I don't know where you can get these. I'm sorry. I really don't. I saw them in a generic shop in a mall, and I was like, the hell? That's cheap as chips. I'll buy it. So, yeah. I wanted to talk about AMD quickly before we get into the main topic. And obviously the news of gigabit speeds from the NBN, which...
There's none here.
None here,
None
as
here
you guys
at
can
all.
see.
This is megabyte speeds.
Let me share the screen now. You should be able to see that. There we go.
Magic.
So, quick note about AMD. We knew that an impending update to their, I suppose, lineup was going to happen. They're just really trying to put those screws into Intel to kind of prove to them that they're in the game. I think they've certainly done that, but I think they're trying to really show how well they've mastered the art of building CPUs. But one thing to note, this is not only a show of force against Intel, but it's also a show of force for motherboard manufacturers. So they start supporting more features and building more motherboards for AMD CPUs. We need manufacturers to trust AMD can actually bring the grunt and bring the sales, so they can actually manufacture motherboards. Because without a CPU, AMD is not really going to be making any money, nor is the manufacturers of motherboards going to make money. So they've released money. So they've released the XT lineup, which is basically a refresh with higher clocks and about 300, it says here, higher base clocks and 200 base to boost clocks. Oh yeah, sorry guys, I forgot something. Thank you, Chris. Happy birthday, Casper!
Oh,
yay! And
So
I would sing the happy birthday song, but that's copyrighted.
Oh no! Don't want to get cut off by the ninja.
We've already had enough. I suppose technical trouble. We'll just leave it at that.
Yeah. Each video with guaranteed technical troubles.
Yeah. But what happened last stream? What did we? Did we have a false start too? Did it crash?
Oh no! I think last time we were just random. Oh yes, we had double sound.
Double sound in the
Double
start. We
sound.
fixed that though. That wasn't the worst thing that could happen. Yeah. Anyway, look, that's the thing with AMD. They're always going to release something to hold over until Zen 3. That's not to say this I suppose the hard part is going to be trying to compare the XT lineup of CPUs to Zen 3. I think would probably end up at lower TDPs for the next Zen 3 lineup. Probably similar clocks to XT, to be honest. I don't know how much bigger they're going to go with the clocks, but I do expect single core performance to be much improved because that's the main thing for gaming. And I think at the end of the day, these guys certainly want to be top in everything, and Intel still's holding the little gaming thing because of single core performance. But you try editing a video on an AMD machine, it's mint, it's fast, and it certainly utilizes all the cores. That's probably the reason I'm going to be changing to AMD is that, but I am worried there's a few things that aren't going to work.
Come to Team Red.
It was going to happen.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen. I mean, competition is great, and I think Intel has had far too easy, far too long creating a very crap lineup of CPUs. Like the 10th generation is boring. There's nothing great about it. And yeah, it's 10, 15, 20% better than the last generation, but yeah, it's pretty much more expensive, and you got to buy a whole new motherboard. It's 1200, what is it? The 1200 socket type.
Sockets, right? Yeah,
So-
yeah.
It's not interesting, and they're still on the larger chip node, chiplet size. So
Chip.
we'll see what happens. Let me know in below if you guys have any other questions about that. But
Go AMD.
yeah, let's talk the main topic of today.
Oh, gaming. All right.
Gaming.
If you want to do your voodoo and bring up the magic. So this here is the main website of PlayStation 5 at the moment.
Join us.
So yeah, join us on the June 4th at 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Yes, so it's going to be 4 a.m. here in Perth.
Is
unfortunately.
June the 4th a weekday?
Yeah, I think it's a Thursday,
Should we do
which is weird.
a live stream?
At 4 in the morning.
Yeah, 4 in the morning.
Well, we could give it a crack. Yeah.
Like, let us know in the comments. Let us know in the comments if you guys want us to do a 4 a.m. stream. Not that anybody will be watching.
Yeah, and at least that way there'll be no internet traffic. It's gonna be 1080p,
Yeah.
guys, guaranteed.
You know what? I was sitting at home the other day and I did a speed. I don't always do this, but I did a speed test quickly just to see what I was getting. I had decent speeds, and then because I'm working from home, so I'm always on my computer at home, and I'm always just sort of sitting going, how nice is it working from home and being actually capable to work at home? And that's a bit of a, I suppose, thumbs up to the NBN that you can actually work from home. And I do a lot of video calls and stuff like that, so it actually works and streams.
Unless
But
you're at
man,
Casper's house.
But I was gonna say, unless you're doing something fun, right?
Yeah.
Because as soon as you want to do something like stream some games, do something else, it buggers out. It's
does.
just it's the evenings. Why is it the evenings? What do you do when you come home? The first thing you do you just go, oh, Netflix?
I think that's what we all do, yeah.
Is it?
Sadly, yeah. I think that's how the world works.
I don't know. I usually come home. Oh, when I used to come home after work, I'd usually go dog, clean the house a little bit, prep for dinner, then watch something on Netflix. Maybe that's around the time, but that's like 6, 7 o'clock. Let us know in the comments. What time do you guys usually start streaming when you get home? Like, is it everybody just press the button at the same time and it all explodes, or what's going on?
I think we all have a countdown. We're like, guys, 6 o'clock, hit Netflix.
You ready? Over it?
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Yeah. So, in any case, we completely.
Wow, we want a side
We
quest
went side.
then.
So
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's going to watch it because it is 6 a.m. for even Australian Eastern States. So
Yeah, see, that'd be nice. Like, you can catch that before going to work or something,
I might
which is cool.
watch it on, I suppose, the way to work by waking up in bed.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my trip to work. Just gonna wake up and be like, oh yeah, office is right down that hallway.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Still working from home. Lucky
So,
man, unlike
All right,
me.
we've got. Well, tell us what you've got actually.
Oh, I
Go
got
on.
some
I've been
stuff.
talking
Okay,
much. I'm gonna have a drink.
If you wanna flick us over to the next page.
Oh, there's another page.
There's another page.
Wait, the Worldwide Studios?
Worldwide Studios,
All
yes,
right.
please.
Watch the flicky dick.
Oh, wow.
There we go. It's flicked.
It's flicked. So if you just scroll to the bottom, so what we want to do is we are going to take a guess about what potentially could be releasing at this event. I need to see a little bit further down if
really?
possible.
Okay,
yeah.
alright. Let me get further down.
So as you can see, guys,
Oh yes, this way.
these are the Europe studios for Sony PlayStation. So first on the line we have a London studio which was responsible for making a game by the name of Blood and Truth. So this was a game that was released recently. It was like a VR game, and it actually got some really good reviews. Was very interactive, suspenseful, thrilling. You know, it was a very cool new game. So that released around May. Actually, the actual date was 28th of May, 2019. So I don't think we're gonna expect any projects from them anytime soon, and I don't think that they're going to have a reveal. The next one on the list, we got Guerrilla Studios. I'm sure you guys are quite familiar with that one. They're the guys that are responsible for Horizon Zero Dawn.
Good. Yeah.
Good game.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful game. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that lost its exclusivity recently, I think, because
that
it's
mean
coming
it's
out on
gonna-
PC.
Oh yeah, that's right. It's
Yeah.
gonna come out on PC.
But you know, that was like 3 years down the line from its release of the game, which was in 1st of March 2017. Now, I believe that there's going to be a reveal of some sort of a project that they're working on, whether it's Horizon Zero Dawn 2, which, you know, we've heard rumors
That's
that
obvious.
that's in the works,
Yeah.
or it could be a new Killzone, because they're the guys responsible for that as well.
Oh really? New Killzone.
Possibly a new Killzone. Because
Oh.
the PlayStation 4 release, they had a Killzone
Yeah.
in 2013.
Did PlayStation 2 or 3? Sorry, you said 3 had Killzone.
Oh, well, 3 did, but 4...
Did 2 have Killzone?
Maybe. Actually, I don't know.
Can you guys
far
check
back.
this for us? Because
Yeah.
our internet is like gone to the dogs. Can somebody Google when was the first Killzone? Because I remember, and I can't remember if I think it was PlayStation 3.
The
think it
Killzone
wa-
released?
First
I think
Killzone.
it did, yes.
And
PS3,
I
would say.
remember watching the. Let's just be really clear here. Gameplay video of Killzone,
Gameplay video.
not
Not
animated
Trailer,
video trailer
yeah.
like Xbox did. So I remember watching Killzone, and I was mind blown. It was the reason why I bought a PlayStation 3. So I was working at a cafe.
Cyber Cafe?
No, I wish. No, not that one.
Okay.
I did work at a cyber cafe later
Right.
on in life. That was my favorite job ever.
Yeah.
But I worked at Coffee Club,
Hey!
washing dishes.
Hey, well, you gotta start somewhere, man.
Yeah. And I saved 720 New Zealand dollars back then. So, about 3 sheep. And then my parents and I took a holiday overseas, and through duty free, I bought a PlayStation 3, but I didn't get to pick it up after the holiday.
Oh, that must have been killing you.
It was so bad. And I got
painful.
sick on the holiday. I had a temperature. It was like we went to like one of the islands off the coast of north of New Zealand.
Yeah.
I got a temperature and I was just like, I can't wait to be back so I can play PlayStation. But the only game I got with that was that racing game. It was rubbish. It would look pretty. But there was only one TV in the house. This is just disaster.
Oh, no,
disaster happening, right?
Disaster, man.
But we're
Yeah.
So anyways, a Killzone. I wanted to get Killzone, but I never got it.
You didn't?
No, I only got it later on in
let
life,
down.
so I never got it when I first had that device. But I had the
Well,
fact.
now's your chance. Maybe there's a new Killzone coming up.
I'll be keen. I might
Yeah.
give it a go.
Yeah.
What was the first one that Xbox shown? That reminded me of Killzone a little bit. Yeah,
that
because it's
game,
really
yeah.
dark and
the very
shooty-tooty.
like crisis-y looking.
Yeah, yeah,
made by
yeah.
one guy.
One guy.
Yeah.
That's
Well
amazing.
done. Well done,
Isn't
one
it
guy.
amazing? And I suppose I'm putting out a video about the fourth industrial revolution, but isn't it amazing that we have access to such technology and potential that we can generate these games and big things right out of one person, out of one studio, a couple of people?
Dude, I think it's remarkable that one. I mean, there was one guy that made Minecraft as well, and look,
Yeah.
he's like a quadrillionaire.
Yeah, but he's gone a bit soft in the head on Twitter. I don't know if you guys.
I don't
see.
follow him. No,
So
he's soft in the head.
He spouts a bit of BS. Like he does a bit of. I just can't put my finger on it. It's a little bit.
He's lost it, man.
I think he's lost the marbles a little bit. And it's not the money. I think because people know him now, people follow him, and they were expecting information about games, but he's been spouting his own political stuff,
Political campaign.
political campaign stuff.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, you're right. That
Anyway,
Minecraft
yeah.
thing is great. Like Microsoft bought it, now it's me. They released Minecraft Dungeons.
Yes, this last week.
Yeah. Did
Last
you?
week.
You
No,
didn't get to
no.
explain to
No,
us what happened.
Guys, if you have Xbox app on your PC, get rid of it now. It sucks balls, man. It is so bad. I gave it a try, and it just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I've tried everything. I've tried reinstalling it. I've tried, updating various drivers,
Yeah.
restarting things, changing accounts, like the Xbox app. I went into the forums in Microsoft for the Xbox app because it's in beta, and a lot of people were like, yeah, you know what? I just unsubscribed and deleted the app. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm not surprised.
That was my pathway as well. So,
It works
yeah.
for me. I played the game for about an hour and a half, and I was actually going to stream it to Twitch. But then I realized, first of all, I don't do gaming streams, so nobody was going to watch. I don't know why I was going to do it, but I just thought it'd be fun to stream with people because it was quite enticing. Like, there's a lot of... it's a team game, but it's basically like a dumbed-down version of Diabolo. That's sort of my view of it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like it. Actually, a lot of people say that it is.
Yeah,
it's kind of
but
like,
it's fun.
Oh, it's Diablo.
Don't get me wrong. Like, if you're got a sort of low-end PC with, maybe an older laptop, you'll run it really nicely. It'll look fine. It'll play fun, and it's a real good pastime. Like, if you just want to blow a couple of hours at the airport, perfect game for it. I tried playing Doom at the airport when I was taking a really long flight.
Doom.
Doom.
Oh, the classic Doom?
No, the new Doom.
Oh, the new Doom.
2016.
Oh,
On
right.
this
okay.
on this laptop here, because this is a good
wow.
laptop. Like, it's fine.
Well done, laptop.
Yeah, we're gonna cover that. We've got. Sorry, Casper, do you want to show the book that you've got here?
Oh, what? Does somebody want to have a look at the crazy...
So we've got a lot of stuff about the PlayStation.
This is the
thing.
Madman, Beautiful
Madman
Mind.
thing. So we're
writings. Writings are on the wall.
Sorry, we keep getting off track. I keep
Yeah,
talking
okay, yeah,
about
back to
stories.
the studios. Right, so Guerrilla
Yeah.
Studios, I think they're going to drop some hot news on us. I get a good feeling that they will because they've had a lot of time to work now, 3 years at least, to put something out. So maybe we'll get a trailer, maybe we'll get a teaser, maybe we'll get a release of a game, whether it's Horizon or whether it's Killzone. Now, the next one on the list we've got is on the studios. If you just want to flick back, we've got Media Molecule. Now, we know recently they released a game called The Dreams, which was actually Valentine's Day, February 14th this year.
Really?
Now-
A Valentine's-based game? Or
Valentine's Day release, but no, Dreams. It's that game on PlayStation, which has actually taken off because you create your own games and...
This is the VR thing, is it?
No, it's not. Oh, I don't know if you can do VR, but you can create games on this. And so basically people jump in and they play other people's projects on it.
Yeah, I heard about this. I
Yeah.
thought it was VR. I thought I saw people sitting in there doing like VR drawings and like...
Maybe that's Concrete Genie. I don't know.
Maybe it is. So,
Yeah.
okay. So this is...
This
okay,
is
I'm going to check
basically a
this out.
game where you can create games.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
And people have remade some really cool stuff on there, like Metal Gear Solid.
What?
I think they did Mario Brothers on there, and then Nintendo quickly jumped on the bandwagon and is like, nah, cut that out, and they took them to court for that.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
You can't.
Hang on. This wasn't made by MM. It was made by a user on...
No, Dreams is made by Media Molecule. They're the guys that actually
But
created...
the Nintendo game, the Mario port or the Mario thing,
Oh,
was made by a user on
using,
Dream.
Using Dreams. Yeah. That's right.
This... Oh, I hate Nintendo for this.
A lot of people did. They were like, Nintendo, why are you ruining our fun?
Why do you come and just
Yeah.
on the party?
You have your own Mario creator
Just-
software. Just
Yeah,
stop it.
it's just I can't believe why a company that has they don't have like violent games. They're very neutered games, and yet they go around acting like they're it's just
Devolution Games, why did you share the cure for cancer?
shh. Don't tell
Sorry,
them.
guys.
Shh, buddy.
That was just a portion of it.
So do you let us know in the comments below if you guys hate Nintendo?
Yeah.
But even though they create great games, right? Like you gotta love that. Like,
They do.
what's your favorite Nintendo game?
Oh man, probably like Super Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a real basic bitch. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think I think Pokemon for me.
All
I think the series of Pokemon. I think Yellow. The remakes have been great. Honestly, I've been playing it on the Switch. I'll give them that. They make a good, compelling game. Simple, but it's fun. Like it's quite interesting.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Have you
There-
played a
there's
Pokemon game
So
before?
many iterations of it. Yeah, I have. I think I played the blue or the red. Like the first two that came out was like red, blue, and then yellow.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of those.
I want to diverge again. I have a story.
Okay,
Sorry,
go on.
I get very
Take us on a
excited.
side quest.
You know when people are listening?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
great to talk. It'll be quick, I swear.
Okay.
I used to have a PSP. And the modding scene was huge back when the PSP was around because it was
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
portable powerhouse. It was a very powerful device and it had everything Wi-Fi, it had memory sticks, blah blah blah, and it had a graphics compatibility of it had potential of playing PS1 games, and it did. It had some really good titles on it. It was graphically, it was fantastic. But I couldn't afford games after spending all my cash monies on a PSP. So I found a way to put basically what you would call ROMs.
Right.
So the first time I played Mario or Pokemon was on a PSP.
PlayStation.
On a PlayStation.
That is
Take
hacked,
that,
man.
Nintendo. What are you
Take
going
that,
to do,
Nintendo.
bruh? You don't even know where... Oh, well, you probably can guess where I live. Don't go
Yeah,
after me.
yeah.
I love you, Nintendo.
Buy all your products. Support you.
Yeah.
We had a question there from Jason regarding the rumors about that there will not be any PS4 backwards compatibility. I don't believe those rumors actually, because Sony did come forward in the conference with Mark Cerny, and they said that backwards compatibility is one of their focuses, and they will have, I think they already have about 100 of the most popular games that they can make backwards compatible. So we know that that's a thing, but it's only, for PS4 and for a limited amount of games at the moment, which will expand. So I don't know where these rumors are coming from. I have a great feeling that they're fake.
So to make a game backwards compatible, is that meaning that there's a lot of work that has to go into the game, or...
There's a bit of tweaking that they might have to do in terms of patches.
Yeah.
But they also... the GPU has like a down clock setting, so it can match the one of a PS4 Pro and a PS4 Basic, so that the games
about
can
PS3?
actually... No, there won't be any PS3 games on this thing at all.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
yeah, I don't think so.
Did the PlayStation 4 have PS3 compatibility?
No.
No, so you still
No,
need
I
a
mean, like-
PS3 to play PS3
Yeah,
games.
there's I think maybe certain PS2 and PS1 games you can buy from the store, maybe certain ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so they need to be patched to work with the new hardware. That makes sense, sure.
Yeah.
And they also need to be probably set up. So are you saying if the clock's too fast, the game will run too fast? Is that sort of
That's
the
right,
logic?
yeah. So they
Ah,
have
okay,
different
right.
they have settings
Yeah.
set up to match the clock speeds of the
Right.
previous console so that they can run the games. But yeah,
Okay.
but that's Media Molecule. The next one on the list for the developers we've got. So
That's
I don't
Europe only, by the way.
Yeah, this is Europe, so we
Yeah.
got 3 tabs to go through there. So Media Molecule, I don't think they're going to have anything to showcase
Really?
at next week's
XDev?
PlayStation 5. Now, XDev is interesting because this is more of an umbrella. This is like an amalgamation of various studios.
Oh, right.
So within that, we have Quantic Dreams. They are
Why did that ring a
responsible
bell?
for Heavy Rain, Detroit Become Human. So those games where storytelling is a focus of the game.
Sure.
So, you have characters and you have decisions that they go through. It's like a movie. It's an interactive movie,
Yeah.
basically, their games. Now, their exclusivity has, kind of been washed out because they, I think it was last year, they've made an announcement that their games are going on PC. So all their games are going to be available
Yeah,
on
so
PC.
Being Human,
Yeah.
I think, is already on PC.
Detroit, Become
De-
Human,
Detroit
and
Become
Heavy
Human.
Rain. And,
Is Heavy Rain on PC too?
yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay,
on
all right.
PC, yeah.
Yeah. We played it on your...
That was on the PlayStation 3 that it released.
That was so long ago.
It was, and they did a remaster for the PlayStation 4.
Why do you think companies... I guess I don't know why, but I suppose money is a very good reason. But why bother doing remakes for PS4 if it's the same people that... Because I'd imagine that if you owned a PS3, you'd buy a PS4. And if you had Heavy Rain on PS3, if you've already played it, why would you buy it again for PS4 just to play it?
That's a great question. Now, you remember The Last of Us?
Yeah.
Released on PS3,
Yeah.
and then it had a remastered version, so you can play at 60 FPS for the PS4.
Right.
the sales figures showed how popular and how powerful a re-release was. Like they sold like over 10 million copies
Seriously.
for a remaster version of the game, which came like a year or two later after the original
That's
game.
incredible.
It's insane, yeah. So it just shows that the consumers are willing to repurchase the game when it's all, you know, touched up a little
Right,
bit, and,
yeah.
and especially when it's a great game, when it's a great game of that caliber.
Right. So they take
Yeah.
they take one of the most popular games, put it through the washer, and then
Yeah.
re-release it. And,
Yeah, in nice new wrapping.
yeah, nice new wrapping. Okay, but I guess I get why you do it, but I suppose I don't know if I didn't think that sales would be so big, because I don't like buying things twice. I really like the fact that recently I read a game, I can't remember the name of the game, but it was released again, but everybody, if they've bought it before, they got the HD upgrade for free. I think it was via Steam. I think it was like something on there. So I think, I just, why would you leave people out? Why? I mean, if the person's already bought it, you've already made the money from them.
Yeah.
You'd look like such a good company, like PR-wise, that person will probably never leave you if you do something like that for them.
Well, that's the thing, and without the backwards compatibility, Sony could do that, because there were people who
true.
purchased a PlayStation 4 for the first time, never owned a PS3, and they wanted to experience this game, which, you know, was critically acclaimed, best of the best, the cream of the crop, and so they released it. I don't believe that they're going to be able to get away with it so much next time around, because, you know, backwards compatibility will be a thing now.
People want it. Well, they said, I read an article.
Yeah, people do want it.
I read an article that Sony was like, no. People don't actually want it.
I mean,
they don't actually want it. Like, they said that the sales figures weren't as good. That's why I was thinking, like, why wouldn't you just release
like they want it, but like not that many people want it.
Yeah.
Like it's something, you know, like we've mentioned before, it's like maybe 20% of the base actually want it.
Jason says here, whereas the Xbox is fully compatible from all the way back to the original Xbox.
Yes, and that's where Xbox
Yeah.
actually destroys the consoles, the Sony brand.
Now, I don't know if I talked about it on the stream before,
Mm.
but I think if Xbox, the new Xbox, has a partition where you just install normal Windows and it uses the hardware to play like PC games with a keyboard and mouse, I think that will kill any other console. Imagine buying, because I think, remember back in the day, PS3s or PS2s were sold as a DVD player and a gaming consoles, cheaper than a DVD player, or same with the Blu-ray player. So imagine that, if you buy an Xbox and you can always say, well, it's also a computer that I can use for my work, study, like $500, $600, and you just need to buy a monitor and a nice TV. Imagine that. I reckon that would be fantastic. But I guess I digress.
And this is why the PlayStation 2 was the biggest seller of all time. Over
DVD player.
150 million consoles sold.
It was the
which
cheapest
is,
DVD
yeah,
player.
it's the number one console in the world in terms of sales figures.
What made... So I guess we can sort of point out that PS3 was a bit expensive, but what do you think apart from the DVD player, do you think there's anything else that it... Because it wasn't supposed to... I read it wasn't supposed to have...
PS2?
The PS2 wasn't supposed to be also a DVD player.
Oh, I don't know. I know that they went for it.
Yeah. They really pushed it. The director pushed it.
It had internet connectivity at the time, so you could play LAN. You could LAN PlayStations.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so that was the thing back then. You need an extra TV and a console.
Yeah,
you can play with a
do you
friend.
remember? Did you ever go to a LAN where you had people actually bring consoles? I never did. I only went to like PC ones.
Oh, maybe there'll be like few people, but very rare.
Yeah, very rare. I don't think people did it. Let us know in the comments if you guys went to LANs with your consoles. Like,
With
was
your
that
consoles, was that a thing?
Just gotta take my console. It's the
I
same
guess
as
it's a
taking a
lot
PC.
easier,
though.
yeah.
Take a
PC's 10
PC,
times
monitor,
bigger.
and cables, and
keyboards and mouses.
Because when I used to work at that cyber cafe, we used to set up big LANs and like go and represent and be like a figurehead in there.
Yeah.
And we would go in, cable up the whole place, connect up all the servers, stream all the downloading servers, if you know what I mean, and share, and because that's caring. We'd run all the games and competitions. It was good fun, but we never had any consoles there.
Aww.
Yeah, that's a shame. In any case, right, what do we have next? Sure, click on the
All right,
north.
sorry,
north,
just before
yeah.
we jump off that. So, just to give you some stats, guys. So, External Development Studios Europe. So there's a few independent studios. One of them we just mentioned is Quantic Dreams. The other one is Supermassive Games. Now these guys were in charge of one of the big titles is Until Dawn. That released in 2015, late 2015. They also made recently Men of Medan, but it's like there's a bigger title, there's a bigger umbrella title for that, but I can't quite recall it now. But that came out late last year, and that's also a very story-driven horror type game.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, these guys have actually proven themselves to be quite worthy. I suppose providers to Sony, like in terms of sales figures and all of that, because Until Dawn is a game that went platinum or went classic hits of what they call it for the PS4. In saying so, I also don't think that they will provide anything at this event that we have next week. I don't think they'll have anything to show. Additionally, there's House Marquee is another company that is within External Development Studios Europe. Now, these guys actually dropped a very surprising game on the launch of the PlayStation 4 back in 2013.
What's the
It was
game?
a game called Resogun. Nobody expected it, and nobody
never heard of it.
nobody thought that it would be any good. So think of it this: the setting is like this tubular.
What's
setup.
what's the thing called?
Resogun. It's Resogun. Yeah, Resogun. So this Resogun game, just imagine you're like this little plane flying around on this very spherical setting, right? And so you basically fly around this area, and there's enemies and stuff that you shoot, and it's just a very clever, very basic design.
Yeah.
But it was a hit. It was a hit when it was released. It was actually a bigger hit than some of the AAA titles. Like a lot of gamers were saying, they just really enjoyed it. They had a lot of fun on this game. They also created Alienation, House Marquee. So these guys are from Finland, this company there.
This company here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know, maybe we'll get a little surprise independent game that they may show.
Yeah.
That's possible, that could come around. Because Alienation came out in 2016, and it's been a while since I think they created anything large. So.
And do you expect them to release something, or?
Yeah, I think they may. I think
Okay.
maybe this is a big maybe. They might show us something as a little independent game to showcase on the PlayStation 5 for like a release window of the PlayStation 5.
Do you think it's going to be something similar to Resogun, or do you think it's going to be something?
It could be, because Alienation I think falls into the kind of same realm where it's it's like a top-down shooter thing, and they seem to be doing really well in that department. They're just doing the basic stuff really well.
Yeah.
And I think
Okay. Right.
people like it.
Okay.
It sells. Yeah.
So I couldn't get any sort of video up on it just before. It wouldn't load properly. So we'll just have to
sorry
come back to
guys.
it.
Really janky internet.
Not as janky as my graphics card the other day.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
that's right. It's so janky.
People were wondering like what was going on there. It's like, guys, it was literally on purpose. I had another box ready to go built into it, but I was just having a bit of fun. I was bored one evening. My wife was out. It was a day of good fun. In any case, should we go to North America then?
Yes, please. Okay, so these are some of the heavy hitters. First
Ooh.
on the list, we've got Naughty Dog. Now we know what they're responsible for.
Shall we talk a little bit about it?
Oh, in terms of some... What do you mean? Like the stuff that's been going on in their studio?
Let's the game itself.
Okay, the game... Oh, well, I don't want to know anything
No,
about
so
The Last of
not
Us 2.
spoilers.
That's what you mean.
So no spoilers for The Last of
No.
Us 2. But I want to share a bit of... I think it's a little bit dodgy behavior from Sony.
Right.
A little bit Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog.
So they've got the game for pre-order on the Sony store, but
Right.
it still has a star rating, 5 out of 5, with reviews from people saying how great it is.
But
It's not out yet.
That's not possible. You can't do that.
If I show you, will you
Yeah.
believe me?
Blow
Okay.
my mind.
Now, I wanted to add to that is that Sony, so it'll be Last of Us 2.
Yeah,
by
Jason's
now.
got a question. He's got, am I on the NBN? Yes, I am. The speed, I believe I'm on 50 megs.
50 down, 20 up.
Yeah, 50 down, 20 up, and that's with Aussie Broadband, supporting our local economy. Ooh, you're
So-
pre-ordering, are you? It's out of stock, man.
Wait, what the hell? Why is it 229?
Oh, this is American. This is
Sorry, hang on.
US.
So if I go to the PlayStation Store, and we go to the PlayStation Store here, and
You're looking for the yep, $100.
Yeah.
What a rip-off, guys! Don't buy it from the PlayStation Store.
no, I don't understand why. Why can't I even click on it?
Oh,
Look!
yeah, 5 stars.
1,257 ratings.
But those are just ratings from people who are like, it's gonna be a great game.
Yeah, but the problem, in my view, is that you've got a game that's releasing on the 19th of June, and you're putting ratings.
Yeah, they're
On your
they've
website.
opened up ratings for people to.
But
I
they
know,
haven't played
it's-
it. These people haven't played the game.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think I can even
I think
click
they're just
into it.
happy from what they've seen, or maybe.
Well, first of all, you can't be happy from what you've seen, but how can I don't know if I can read some of these. I think you could. I think there was a thing that you could
You're gonna
click
give it a
on.
1-star rating.
No, I can't. I can't click anything.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I don't
Alright.
know how they did that.
So
Hacks.
how did they do that? But anyway,
I don't know.
next up for my little thought process here is
Yeah.
they are yet to release review products to journalists, like review copies of the game.
No, they haven't released them yet.
No,
Oh, that's weird.
that is concerning. Like
That is.
anytime
Yeah, oh, they got 3 weeks.
they got 3. Anytime I see a company not give review copies to journalists before the day,
Oh, that's trouble.
that's trouble. Like anything. If you're ever trying to pre-order something, look for reviews. If there's no reviews, wait at least 24 to 48 hours after review. Especially with, it doesn't matter if it's a game, if it's a product of some sorts, like a tech product usually. If it's not been sent to reviewers, then means that company does not believe in their product, and they want to have as little as information coming up to that day, so everybody just buys it just on the name rather than the actual quality of the product. So, but I don't like that. I think that's I think that's very, very concerning to see something like that. And that's not. It's
Could
not
be.
the only one. Like what else
Yeah,
is?
could
What
be
else
a
is?
problem. Could be a problem. Ghost
Ghost
of
of
Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Let's have a look at that quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, look at
97
that. Yeah,
ratings.
that's weird. They should close the ratings off until the game releases.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think it's just you don't need to show it.
Yeah.
It's pre-order, and unless it has been released with the reviews from official journalist sites, then that's
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay, all right. Thanks, Golden Hen. That's true.
Yeah,
if
true.
you pre-ordered, you can probably rate it.
But why?
But what are you gonna say?
Yeah, great pre-order experience. 5 out of 5.
My money left my bank really quickly.
Yeah, that was a very good purchase.
I'm so impressed.
It's weird. It's so weird that they allow people to do that, and then that's gonna skew the ratings. Like
That's
when the
gonna
game,
skew.
but then when the game does come out, there'll be like 200,000 ratings in the negative. Yeah.
Do you think it's gonna? Do you think the game's gonna tank?
No, I think it's going to perform really well.
Yeah?
I think
Okay.
it's going to be another critical acclaim.
You think it's gonna be critical?
I think so. I think the experience overall that's going to be brought to the players is going to be, it's going to be up there because Neil Druckmann is once again, he's at the reins of the storytelling.
Yeah.
He was responsible for the first game. He was responsible for Uncharted 4. All of these games have been very
Uncharted
successful.
4, they said that wasn't very good.
Really? It was very
Yeah.
successful. It's like one of the greatest PlayStation 4 titles.
Yeah. Well, I heard it was a little bit not as comparably.
Really?
Not as good. Not
Wow.
as strong storytelling writing as the previous 3.
That's a shocker. Wow. I've heard very good things. Yeah.
I think it's going to tank.
Really? That's
think-
a big
and
call to make, man.
I think it's gonna
money on
tank.
that.
And I think it's going to be. I think the problem is going to be that they're going to blame, I don't know, misogynists and whatnot, which is not fair because the first game was critically acclaimed and it's the same characters.
Oh. I don't know. We'll see. We'll wait. We'll let the game do its work.
The only time I played it, and I suppose this is very limited knowledge
Yeah.
of the first one, is when we played it here together.
Yeah,
I loved it. I
was
loved the
great.
story,
it's great.
the atmosphere, fantastic.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
should, yes, Jason, I should probably upgrade to 100. I should probably do that.
Do they do those plans anymore? I don't think they do. I think it's 100 down,
maybe.
20 up. But it's not this issue that we're
it's the up
facing, right?
issue,
It's the
right.
upload.
I need double the up.
Yeah, and I had this conversation. Oh, sorry. I was like, I had this conversation. No, it's like I recorded the Dirt Report for Sunday tomorrow. This morning, like I still got to edit that. Like, ugh. But anyway,
Yeah.
the upload has not been keeping up with demand. We're seeing a lot of people demand more upload, but NBN is not offering those plans by any stretch of the imagination. So, oh, hey Ray, thanks for jumping in. We
Yeah.
had some technical difficulties, if anybody's wondering at the start.
Yeah.
So we're sort of back at the amount of people we had before. So
And good point from also Wood Elf, who says, awesome trailers, question mark, because I think people are very, they were probably, very content with what they saw, like gameplay trailers and the cinematics, and they thought,
Yeah.
oh, this is going to be a great game. From what I've seen, it looks awesome. And that's probably what they review it on.
all right,
Oh, yes.
Naughty
moving through
Dog.
the
Let's
studio.
move on to Santa Monica.
So just because the point that I was trying to make with that, are we gonna see anything from Naughty Dog? Now, if we look at the history along the timeline of the PlayStation 4, so we got the release of The Last of Us coming
Yeah.
next month, 19th of June. Now, before the PlayStation 4 dropped, we had development of Uncharted 4 back in 2011. So that's about 2 years before the PlayStation 4 dropped, right?
Are you suggesting that potentially Naughty Dog might drop something else?
I think that they could be in a position to announce something, because development 2011 for Uncharted 4,
Yeah.
announcement in 2013 when the PlayStation did drop. So maybe, could be around that time. And then, but it released 3 years down the track after that in 2016. So could be that Naughty Dog announces something and we could have a release in 2023 at this rate.
So, yeah, look, I
Could
guess
be
I can...
just a
yeah.
short teaser, just a logo or something. Yeah.
I can see that happening because they'll want to tease... Sony's going to come out and they want the future of the PlayStation 5 to look bright with all these possibilities. They're going to want to show what's coming and not just what's coming on day one. So, we will need to see something because people might be like, oh, really excited for what's coming day one. What else is there? Like people get excited and they see a release, they see it and they go, cool, what's next? Like people jump on things, and we're in a society that they want things very very
fast
quickly.
food, fast women, fast everything.
Yeah, when they run.
Yeah.
I've been on Reddit far too long today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been
It's been
bad.
corrupting your mind.
Reddit corrupts. I think if you're been on Reddit, it's very corruptible. There's some subreddits that are terrible.
Terrifying.
So
maybe we'll get to see something.
apart from Uncharted and Last of Us, what else has Naughty Dog done?
Well, they were the creators of Crash Bandicoot, but that's long and gone. I think they've really moved on from those.
They're not going to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you say that they were going to release something like that a little while back?
Oh, there was some talks of it that they are going back to it, but I don't think so. I think they sold their rights to Activision for Crash Bandicoot.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's done and dusted.
And Activision owns Blizzard now too.
Yeah.
That hasn't been the
Activision.
best partnership at all. Oh yeah, Ray. Yeah, CNC remastered. I saw that announced. I suppose the sort of question on that is like, it's nostalgic, but I don't know how long I
Command
could play
and
it.
Conquer.
Yeah, Command and
Oh,
Conquer.
so good.
It's good, but I don't know
so
how
good.
long I could spend on it if
I
they
wouldn't
haven't
mind playing
upgraded
an
anything.
RTS. Yeah, maybe if it's good. I
Age of
mean,
Empires
Red
is-
Alert 2 was the bomb, man. That game was so good.
I do remember playing Red Alert 1 like
Yeah.
a lot.
In
To
the
the point when
90s.
I was like sitting at school and on paper I'd be drawing all the little maps and all the little things and
creating tanks, and
creating
soldiers.
tanks. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay, just next on the list.
Sorry, we're getting off
so
track.
Naughty Dog, maybe we'll see something. There were talks of working on a sci-fi game, which would be once again, a big change for them.
Yeah.
Just a complete drift to a completely different realm. Now, next on the list, we got Santa Monica Studio. They are responsible for creating God of War. Now, on the timeline, development was in 2014 for God of War, and we got a release in 2018. April 2018.
This is the latest God of War.
Yeah, latest God of War.
Yeah.
So they've had 18 months to work on something, to come up with something. I don't think we're going to see anything. I think these guys are really thinking about what they're going to do next. Potentially the next God of War again.
Okay.
I just don't think we're going to see anything.
Do you think though, like for example, let's look at I suppose Cyberpunk, right?
Yeah.
At the same time as they were finishing up Witcher 3, they had started
They
some
did,
talks
yeah,
about Cyberpunk.
yeah.
Do you think they're doing something in between, saying, maybe we'll work on something? Because you can't just finish a game and then go, now we will decide.
Yeah. It's
You have
possible, it's
resources
possible.
that are used, in development. You've got stage development. You've got these people do
Yeah,
this
yeah.
stage and so on, and you build it up for that. But once the first stage is finished, you need to utilize those people. You fire them or let them go, but you want to utilize them on the next project. So
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, they did that with Naughty Dog with Uncharted 4. That was 2 years in development before the first Last of Us actually dropped.
yeah, and Jack and Dexter, Naughty Dog. That's the other one that they made.
That's a big one.
Thanks,
yeah,
Jaden.
Yeah, thanks. I missed
Love
a big,
Jack and
big
Dexter.
franchise
Oh.
there. Yeah, Jack and Dexter.
That was so good.
Very good.
Who made Ratchet and Clank?
Insomniac Studios.
Insomniac, yeah, different
Ratchet and
altogether.
Clank,
Okay,
yeah.
just that
Which we'll get to them.
those couple of
Yeah.
years of games, they were all,
Yeah, absolutely. So will they come up with anything? I don't know. Sorry guys, I'm stuck on a no. I don't know if Santa Monica will come up with any trailers or any gameplay.
So no
or
new God of
anything.
War.
Not yet.
Not
I think
yet, okay.
I think maybe let's say E3 2021. Maybe they'll be like, oh
Okay.
look, the next God of War is coming.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that's when we'll see it. But next on the list we got San Diego. Yeah, San Diego Studios. Yes,
Oh, here
we're
we
going to see something from them. We're going to see, guess what? The next MLB. How exciting.
MLB.
Yeah, Major League Baseball. So they've been
Oh.
responsible for creating a Major League Baseball every single year since 2000 and God knows when. They've released 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19,
Just like
and now
FIFA.
20. Yeah, it's like a FIFA. But I think the games are great.
Are
They
they?
look awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could get the 2019 one from PSP Plus not too long ago, a few months back, I think, which I got it. Got to check it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, I reckon we're gonna see one. This is the Xbox equivalent of that football game that they had. Yeah.
Do you wanna put some money on it?
Yeah. Sure. Why not? Yeah, it's easy win.
What's a sports game that you actually played and really liked it? Go.
FIFA?
Really, you liked it?
Nah, it's okay. It was good. I don't know, man. You know what? I haven't been sucked into sports games enough
No?
to actually
Okay.
say. But I did play some FIFA with the guys.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
Would
I
you-
got a good time.
Would you say racing is a sports game?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever had any racing
I love
games?
racing games.
Yeah. What's your favorite
Actually,
racing game?
Greatest racing game of all time. Hold on. It's Horizon. Forza Horizon
yeah.
3
Yeah,
is the one
yeah.
I played. Yeah, Forza Horizon 3. Yeah.
I really liked golf games for a little while. I went through a phase of playing
Oh,
golf
because
games.
you actually like playing golf in
I
real
like
life.
yeah I like playing golf in real life.
Mm.
I don't play it as much as I should. I haven't touched my clubs in a while. I'm not very good. I'm not saying I'm very good, but I really enjoyed playing. And the other sports game that I really played hours on end,
Yeah.
virtual pool,
Hmm.
snooker, 9-ball, blah blah blah. Really loved it. Really
is that
enjoyed
with
that.
your goggles?
No,
The
that
virtual
was even
reality?
before then. No, I had
Oh, okay.
the mouse thing where you grab a mouse and you sort of go, you hold a button and you sort of go flick it
Oh, did you?
and you sort
Wow,
of aim it
virtual
and flick
pool.
it. Yeah, it was great. I think Virtual
Classic.
Pool 3 was the name of the game that I just played hours on end. I went through the whole career and everything.
Well, I guess
I
if
never
you
had done
don't
that
have a
before.
Pool table. That's one thing to do.
Yeah,
Oh, but then you
yeah.
have virtual players that you can play against.
Yeah.
Wow, cool, man.
All right. So San Diego, MLB.
Yeah, San Diego. Okay, we'll see MLB. Okay,
yeah.
I can put my money on that.
What do we got from Ben Studio?
Ben Studio. So these are the guys that created Days Gone back in 2018. So it dropped. No, sorry, was it? Let's see. Ben Studios. Yes. No, 2019. So this was last year.
Yeah.
April last year, 2019. They are working on something. We know that because they've had job advertisements, and I think it's in relation to a sequel to Days Gone.
Do you have Days? Is that
I
the
do.
game you've been
Yeah, I've
playing?
played quite a bit of it.
Yeah,
It's
what'd you
awesome.
think?
I really like
Yeah.
it. When it first came out, I know it needed a lot of polish. There was a lot of complaints about
Polish.
Yeah, Polish. About just trees popping up as you're driving on your motorbike.
Yeah, I heard
just
about
things
that.
like
Yeah.
Yeah, so pop-ups was an issue, but people have done re-reviews of it like a year down the line, and they've said that it's great. It's actually in a really good state now.
Yeah.
So,
I don't like games that takes 6 months to a year to actually become good. I don't like that. There's a lot of releases where...
Me too. I want it on day one. You want it to be great when it drops.
Look, it's hard to say great because how do you judge something great? But I think if it releases and it's a great game, and then a year down the line it's great, or better, that's fine. But I think if we release a broken game and then take 6 months to 12 months to fix it, I think that's crap. And most people should get a refund for that. That's a broken...
Yeah, that's just a rushed product.
Yeah, rushed
They're
product.
just trying to get it out to market. Yeah.
Ray asks, any news from 2K?
Well, they've 2K recently released Borderlands 3. Borderlines, yeah.
Learn to draw maps.
Yeah.
With this pencil.
Borderlines. Yeah, this is good for your mental well-being, guys.
See this shape? Draw the outline. You
Yeah.
got this. You can do it.
What do you see? Borderlands 3, seeing as that released recently, I don't think we're going to see anything from them for a while.
Okay,
they were really quiet actually between the phase of Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3, so probably they're going to give us quite a bit of silence.
Right,
for a
okay,
while.
fair enough.
I think.
Yeah.
I think they will.
Yeah, 2K's been... I've supported 2K.
Yeah,
I've
2K's great.
I've bought all the Borderlands.
Don't they have an Australian studio? They've got a studio in Australia, don't they? 2K?
Sydney or Melbourne? I think Sydney's got a studio. If anybody knows if there's a studio in Sydney, do let us know.
Yeah.
But
yeah, Ben Studio, I think nothing from them because development was 2015 commenced on,
gotcha.
so it's 4 years time. So I don't think they had enough time to do anything else. And I know they already have the pre-rendered world and all of that. I still don't think it's enough time to showcase anything.
So just to sort of go back, this event is going to be about an hour long.
An hour long, yeah.
And do you think that includes, because Xbox did an hour long presentation, but they had like 20 minutes of video.
Yeah.
Not gameplay, folks, just video, a little bit of teeny bit. And then just chats about, from the developers. Do you think we're going to see the same thing? Are we going to get half an hour of gameplay, actual gameplay? Or are they going to do what they used to do, which is gameplay, chat to the person, gameplay, chat to the person, gameplay, chat to the person?
Oh, are they going to spice up the format?
Because they used to do that. Didn't they go on
Maybe.
stage and say, here's the game, announcing, and then let's welcome the head development director of directing development.
Yeah, that would be cool. If they did it something different, that would be interesting. Because Xbox is like game. Okay, let's talk about like...
Yeah, and I think a lot of people just tuned out.
Did they?
Yeah, like the drop.
Oh,
like,
it dropped big time. Like, I was really in on it in the first half. I was so focused. I was like, oh, new games. But then when the guy started talking about development stuff, it's like, oh, you just lost my interest. I wanted to see more gameplay. Yeah.
Two guys talking about
about. Yeah, everyone's like, oh.
Yeah, the interest has been waning.
Yeah. Who was next on that? Sucker Punch. Also,
infamous.
nothing. I think we're not going to get anything. They're creating the swan song being, Sushi Ghost Train that's coming up. The Ghost of Tsushima coming up in July.
That sounds like a really good game. Sushi Ghost Train. It's like...
There you go.
It's an open world. Think Red Dead Redemption. But there's a train full of sushi
but there's
chasing
trains. Instead of horses, you ride trains.
through the wilderness.
Whoa. We're onto something. Patent pending. Sushi Ghost Train.
Don't you take my idea,
We're watching
copy
you,
it.
Sony. Yeah.
And it's like, No, Nintendo comes along. It's like, that was our idea.
Yeah,
And
they're
knock at
onto
the
us.
door. They,
Yeah.
they already had that idea.
Yeah, Mario's already waiting outside the door. So yeah, Sucker Punch, probably nothing for us.
Okay, interesting.
Next up is San Mateo Studio. Now this is more of like a collaboration of Sony.
Core collaborators.
Yeah, core collaborators.
What are they
And,
collaborating about?
which on there it's got Insomniac as one of the
Can I click
studios
into it?
that they as one of the studios that they collaborate
Yeah.
with. But as we know, or maybe if you don't, Insomniac was purchased by a hefty amount of $229 million. Yeah.
What do you buy when you buy a company? My company really recently went through an acquisition. You get the IP, you get the people if you want, I suppose. But with a gaming company, IP, people, and you get a bit of the technology, I suppose, which is part of IP,
Yeah.
right? But do you also get the deals that they've made with? I suppose you do.
Wait, when you purchase the
Let's say I
company-
purchase a gaming company.
Yeah.
Do I get the deals that they've made with other studios? Other maybe let's say if Insomniac did Insomniac release a game on the Xbox?
No, they actually released. So they've been doing exclusive for Sony. They released Ratchet and Clank at the early stages of PS4, and then they released Marvel Spider-Man in I think it's September.
The latest one was Insomniac's Spider-Man.
Yes,
the one
Marvel's
the one we've
Spider-Man.
been playing.
Mhm.
Wow,
So that released
that's
in
a
2018.
great game.
So it's
if
a
there
great
was-
game.
yeah, if
and
there was
I'll
any-
tell you how great it is. I got some stats here, guys. So in the first 3 days of release,
Yeah. Okay.
3.3 million sales.
Holy
3 days
crap.
of games. Okay. Now, after about a year, in August 2019, they sold 13.2 million copies. And up to now, we're probably somewhere within the vicinity of 15 to 20 million copies sold for this game alone. To give you a bit of an idea of the kind of money that is made on these games, so if it's an exclusive title, a first studio title, right?
So Sony, and then the
Yeah, first-
studio
a
that
first-
exclusively works
yeah.
for them. Yeah.
Yeah, so like a console gets, and this was released by the Motley Fool, a report. So a console gets about $7 per sale, which is platform royalties for a digital
So
sale of
Sony
a game.
gets-
Or physical
Sony gets
or digital.
$7?
Yeah, $7.
Okay, yeah.
But if it's a first-party studio game, they get $27 worth of publishing fees per game. So
Holy
they
crap.
get more than 50% of the sale of a game. So if it's $60 for a first party studio game, they get about $34 from that sale alone.
That's incredible. So
Yeah.
okay, so let me just confirm. If I was a company that publishes on both Xbox and Sony,
Mm-hmm.
Sony only gets $7 from that game. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, a third party.
Yeah, third party. If I'm the publisher,
Third party, yeah. Sony gets 7, Xbox gets 7.
whatever
yeah.
they get,
Yeah,
right? If I only exclusively make games for Sony,
Mhm.
Sony gets 27 or 50%.
Assuming you're a first party studio, because at that point in time though, Insomniac was not a first party studio. They were an independent studio until Sony purchased them.
But what's the benefit of?
Of being a first party
Yes.
studio? Okay. Ongoing work. So that's the benefit. Is an ongoing cash flow. So you don't have to worry about it. It's like, okay, they've signed us on for 10 years, guys. Our guys are going to be paid. You know, our game could
Yeah,
bomb.
yeah,
It could
yeah.
be bad.
Yeah.
But at least Sony will pay our wages.
Yeah,
And, you know,
yeah.
and yeah.
So they're paid by
Security,
Sony.
job
Security,
security,
right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
they throw, but then first party gaming development houses,
Yeah.
they get to use Sony's IP,
Correct. Which is, you know.
but a third party can't.
Yeah,
Right.
so Microsoft can't make a Xbox cannot make a Spider-Man game
Yeah, of course.
because Sony owns the
The
rights
studio-
to Spider-Man,
yeah, and then
actually to the actual Spider-Man.
Right. And
Yeah.
they only allow this studio, which only then makes it exclusive for the Sony to do it.
Yeah.
Sony themselves don't develop the game; they just give it over to,
Yeah. But now, this was a very good move by Sony, I think we were just waiting for it to happen. You know, $229 million is a small price to pay, knowing that, you know, Spider-Man 2 is just going to be an even bigger seller. You know, they just know that it's going to sell 20 million copies, and they're going to get 3 or 4 times of that money back.
Is that going to come out on Spider-Man? Oh, sorry, on Spider-Man 2.
Yes,
on
Spider-Man
PlayStation
5.
4. Is that going to come out on PlayStation 4?
PlayStation 5?
4.
We're on 4.
I know, but is Spider-Man 2 going to come out on PlayStation 4?
No deal.
5 exclusive.
5 exclusive, yes.
Wow.
Yes, this is what I'm thinking, only because we have such little time in this current gen left. Will they actually? Okay, question is, will they actually showcase anything next week about Spider-Man? Whoa, that's probably a no. I think that's a no from me. Not enough time.
Yeah,
Knowing
right.
they released that game late 2018, I think it was September 2018, is not enough time to showcase anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we won't see
I
anything.
could be wrong.
But
Could be wrong, but
yeah. Well, what we'll do is, what date is it? Like a Tuesday or a Wednesday?
I think it's Thursday.
Oh, Thursday. Okay, so
Yeah.
we'll obviously do a stream on Saturday. Oh, is that the one? Oh, we're gonna have to do an early one next week, aren't we?
No, next week's cool.
Next week's cool.
The week after.
Should we do it at
Yeah.
my place?
Yes,
Yeah.
faster internet. Yes, even though you smack talk on NBN, they give you faster
Yeah,
speeds
they're
anyway.
pretty good to me. I talk a lot of smack.
That's what I need to start doing. This is where you get your benefits.
So Spider-Man 2 is going to be completely exclusive, obviously because they want to sell that device, and an exclusive sells the device more so. Do you think there will be any of these other studios? Are they going to release a game that's going to be only PlayStation 5? Or most of them will, do you think? Or,
I think most of them, yeah.
Well, Last of Us is PlayStation 4, right? But it's
It
releasing in this year.
It is, yes. Releasing next month, and you know they might do a re-release, like a fancier version.
Yeah.
Hopefully they won't make us pay for it. Like they'll
Right.
it'll be like patched. Once you own the PS4 version, they'll be like, hey, here's a free
okay,
patch.
right,
If
gotcha.
you already own the game, yeah.
And, okay, so is that the studios? Is there anything else?
There is
Japan?
Japan. Okay, so
okay,
there's
yep.
just a couple of left on there. Polyphon Digital. These guys are responsible for the Gran Turismo games. Yes, I think they're gonna show us something.
Of course, yeah. There's
due
always
to-
a racing game.
Yeah, it's gotta be a
Always
racing
a
game.
racing game.
I say that because 2017. You know, it's been a while now, guys. Give us something. Throw us a bone. So it's almost 3 years. And if history shows us kind of anything, development of the previous Gran Turismo game was 2013, and we had an announcement in 2015. So these guys have had about 3 years
That's
now.
the game I had that I bought
Yeah,
with my
Gran
PlayStation 3.
Oh,
Because it
good
was
game.
bundled with the game. The game was with the console. Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so Gran
Good
Turismo.
game. Good game.
Look, it was nice, but it was kind of boring after a while.
Was it? Not
I
until-
don't know, I find car games a bit boring after a while. Need for Speed,
just
not
any game, or
No, just specifically car racing that is that's as trying to be like realistic. Like Need for
Right,
Speed
right.
has a bit of fun. It's got characters.
Yeah.
It has different events, a
jetpacks
city.
and betrayal and
Oh, lots of betrayal, and it had,
Yeah.
and the last one had a BMW, this blue BMW. Yeah, it was great. Sorry guys, we do apologize for the streaming quality. We are actually at Casper's house this time.
Yeah,
For those
sorry,
who are
guys.
joining us, and we are streaming at 720p to make it stable. It looks stable from our side, a bit low, a bit orangey here, but yeah, it's not much we can do, unfortunately. We'll try and figure it out next time. Yeah, blame the NBN, that's right.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So polyphony?
Polyphony
So
Digital.
that's
So that's
Gran
Gran
Turismo
Turismo
and Japan
Sony
Studios.
Japan Studios. So this is more once again a collaboration type thing, as the other one that we had, which was
Yeah.
the San Mateo co-development. So this one, they did some co-development with From Software, which is where we got Bloodborne back in 2015. And we
Okay.
had Knack 2, but let's be honest, Knack 3, baby, it's not going to come. It's not going to be here. And, okay, Bluepoint. These guys have collaborated with Bluepoint, and we've heard rumors that Demon Souls, the remake, is going to be coming out.
Okay.
I think we'll see that. I think that's going to be another game next week. And just another additional note, just a game, a studio outside of that is Counterplay Games. We already know this has been
Okay.
announced. Godfall. We're gonna see gameplay for Godfall.
What's
That's about
Godfall?
to- So it's that game, kind of like a Dark Soulsy type style, third-person
Yeah.
fighting mechanic. It's a mix of like Dark Souls and Destiny, is what we were told.
Oh, that's right. I
Yeah.
remember that. Yeah.
So it's
yeah.
multiplayer, but hand-to-hand combat with weapons, and
Yeah.
yeah, it looks very cool, mystical. Yeah.
All right. So that's the studios out of the way. What's going to happen at the event apart from games? Are they going to tell us anything about the console? Because we've seen the controller.
Yep. we've seen
I love
Control.
it. Control looks good. Are we going to see anything else at this event? Apart from
No.
games? No? Okay,
No,
good.
we're not gonna.
Yeah.
I'm saying they won't show us
Uh.
the console. You know what? Sony's gonna be a big tease, and they're gonna hold off the console probably until July. That's just the skeptic in me.
When are they supposed to release it?
November or, it has to be November, right? Before Black Friday sales. That's what you want to.
Right, yeah. For bigger
Do,
sales
right?
is usually
Yeah,
before
yeah.
Black Friday and before the Christmas rush, so people can get their plans in of what they're
Yeah.
going to buy their, 40-year-old kids who live in the basement. Will Australia be affected? Because obviously the dollar is low. We saw a comment down here that obviously the dollar is not very strong against the American. Until November, do you think it'll improve, or it'll get? I mean, I know we're not a economy show, or about our, I suppose, economy. But
Yeah.
is Sony going to try regional pricing? Do you think? Because they
Maybe.
do that with games. They do regional pricing for games.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that?
I
We
think
usually
they
get
might.
$60 games and $60 in the US also.
I think they've learned from the fact that they could make a ton of money from software sales, this is how they make money, right?
Yeah.
They just want to push those consoles out there, so they may be a little bit merciful. But on the flip side,
Right.
we have heard that DRAM has been quite scarce in terms of production.
Oh.
So we may have
Oh.
not enough consoles going onto the market. So if you do want one, and if they come out with pre-orders, recommend to get a pre-order if you want to get your hands on a console when they do release.
You think
Otherwise,
you think this consoles will be scarce because
I
of the
think
DRAM
so,
issue?
yes. I think the demand will be higher than before this gen. And I think this console is going to be more scarce than upon the release of the PS4. And as
Right.
we know from history, PS4 sold out, and we had to wait till about March or April to get more consoles out here in Australia.
What, when it first released?
Yeah, so it released November, December, then we had to wait a few months till more were shipped out into the country.
So only the people who pre-ordered actually got it.
Yeah, or if you managed to, get to the stores or get the last copy, or
Wow.
I know actually a friend of mine. He was quite sneaky because a lot of people didn't know that you could just walk into a Sony store and purchase a console. They just went to JB Hi-Fi, Harvey Norman, Dick Smith.
Yeah.
Nobody went into a Sony store for some
Ha-
reason.
Shocking, right?
Yeah, it's so shocking. Yeah.
What's another item that you don't... So Apple... I've gone to an Apple store to buy an Apple device.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to a different branded store? Because, like a little while back, Microsoft used to have stores. Microsoft used to have their
Did
own...
they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Now they do stands inside JB, and they have like a little stand, like a Microsoft stand. And usually on weekends during busy hours or late night shopping, they have a guy
Yeah.
who like is a rep for Microsoft, and he stands and goes like, "Do you like the laptop? Do you want to try it? It's a very nice laptop.
Nice.
It's very good. Look, keyboard." Yeah,
Yeah.
They don't do much. They just stand there. And
Really?
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
like,
yeah.
you like my laptop?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I don't. Get away from it.
Because the Surface laptops and stuff came out, and they're quite popular. Like, don't get me wrong, really nice laptops, and the latest ones are actually quite good. And finally, Microsoft themselves released a very good touchpad that's comparable to the MacBook touchpads, but I digress in regards to that. Not everybody feels the same, but apparently it's better. So this laptop is a Asus laptop, but the touchpad is rubbish.
Is
So
it?
I have a mouse. Yeah,
Oh, fair
it's just not as good as a Mac one, nor is it as good as the Microsoft Surface one.
There you go. Techman Pat review. Laptop rubbish.
No, well, not the whole laptop.
Not the whole
laptop.
9 out of 10.
Just the touchpad. Okay, so I know this show has been Sony heavy, but it is a big event coming up next week.
Yeah. Big guns.
So what's your big calls for the?
All right.
Let's
this
finish
is my
off,
list of big calls, guys.
So he's got a big call here, but
big call.
while you listen to his big calls, Big Cass make big calls.
Big goals, baby. Yeah.
Let us know in the comments below what your big calls are going to be for Sony. What are they going to show? If there's any games that you're just dying to see, maybe some new IPs that we've never heard of. Take a guess, take a gander. But let's have a listen.
All right, guys, this is the final list. So we're gonna see next week. This is our prediction. You heard it here first. Techman Pat.
Well, bring that thing to my house.
Yeah,
next
yeah.
week.
I'll bring the list.
Yeah.
Let's see how wrong we were. So Godfall, we're gonna see that from Counterplay Games. We're gonna see MLB 2021.
Okay. Yeah.
The show. We hopefully will see Gran Turismo 7 from Polyphony. Demon Souls from Blue Point Games.
Okay.
Potentially Horizon Zero Dawn 2, the sequel.
Okay.
Then maybe they'll throw in like a wild card. I'm thinking maybe Elden Ring, which is third party.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, from software.
So you think there's going to be a mixture of first party and third
yeah,
party?
I think they just there's not enough content from first party to wow us, to throw a whole bunch of stuff.
Are they going to do Last of Us in there?
Nah.
Nah.
I don't.
There's going to be PS5 specific
Maybe if they're like, hey, check it out, 60 FPS, 4K
gameplay
yeah.
running on PlayStation 5 hard. Okay, I can see that.
They might do that.
They might do that to talk about it, like to talk about how the next hardware is going to be, and they might use it as a yeah. Okay, all right.
Cool. And I need to get faster internet.
You need
it
to get
appears.
faster internet.
Yeah.
We'll sort that out after.
Yeah.
So you guys have all been just ignoring us talking about NBN, but
Yeah, the chat's like NBN, man.
NBN. I'm trying to bring NBN news on my channel, but I'm also trying to bring a wide range of audience stuff to people. But I suppose people really love talking about the NBN.
Yeah.
What we're going to do, we're going to end the stream in about a few minutes, but if you do want to let us know any predictions you have for the Sony event next week, Thursday 6 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, 4 a.m. Western Standard Time.
Yes.
Then let us know, and we would like to take it down and see if it actually happens. Thank you very much for joining us. Apologies for having a bit of difficulty in the start. We restarted the stream 3 times, which created 3 sets of notifications of going live. But we sorted it out in the end.
This is
So
like
I think-
the sequel, the
Yeah.
third sequel. It's a trilogy today, guys. That's
a
what you
trilogy.
got, yeah.
It was very heavy. Apart from AMD, there wasn't really that many big stories. There were some gaming stories, but I think there were some rumors about new Navi chips that turned out to be false by the time we wanted to discuss them.
Yeah, thank God we didn't discuss them.
So which is a shame, because we were I was personally looking forward to seeing some AMD cards. I'm currently reviewing an AMD card at the moment, and it'd be great to see if not only in the CPU Intel, like AMD Intel market, can we get some competition there, but it'd be great to see Nvidia have a bit of competition, because they're same as Intel for the past 5 years or so. They've just had no competition. Like, still Nvidia leads the way, and that's why we got the RTX refresh, because the original RTX was terrible, overpriced, and didn't perform any better with, especially when you turn RTX on. And then they had to do the super lineup, because they're all of a sudden AMD started digging at their heels, because they were being stagnant with it,
creeping up
with it. So I personally want to competition, because then people like me or you will probably build a PC or change our minds and buy that or buy this, and we can tell you guys about it. So it'll be interesting altogether. Anything else on your side?
No, that's it. Yeah, thanks for keeping up with buffering here. Sorry for that, guys. We'll make it better next time, hopefully. Well, we'll see what else can go wrong next time. Yeah.
If you are interested in the NBN stuff, tomorrow morning or midday Western Standard Time, I will be releasing the next Dirt Report for that week, and that does I will be talking about the new NBN speeds. What do you think of Tesla having a Fallout shelter on the screen? On Tesla's. Oh, you mean? Wait, you mean in the car? Sorry, Ray. Can you just clarify what you mean by that? Because is this about the rocket or anything like that, or is it something else? And we'll be talking about a few other bits and pieces, like the dangers of 5G. You're gonna love that one. a USB
So
stick.
dangerous.
A USB stick that protects you from 5G and other Wi-Fi things. So that'll be a topic in there. So see you then. Casper, do you want to flick, if you guys all still watching, I want to share with you Casper's YouTube. So you guys can, what is it, Game with Casper, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm going to put the link below.
It's me channel.
And then we'll leave it at that. Thank you very much for joining. Is it? Game with Casper. I can't find it. What's going on?
That's me.
YouTube.
Yeah, it's very underground, man.
Oh my gosh, where is it?
I don't know.
YouTube. There. Game with Casper.
Yeah, come on down, guys. If you're a fan of Batman, I'm currently jamming that on Twitch at the moment, trying to make my way through that. Otherwise, The Last of Us 2 coming up in 3 weeks' time. I will be streaming that game on Twitch, so jump on in and let's experience that together.
Yes, Jason. Casper is a Sony man through and through.
Yes, I love Sony.
I think you've grown to love it more with your PC troubles.
Yeah, PC troubles. Yeah.
Have you?
Although I still love PC. PC will be the most powerful.
Yeah.
Always, until servers take over the world. But yeah.
So
it's been fun.
I was gonna say I think we're having a bit of an after party. So
Yeah.
stream's over.
Woo!
Stream's over. But if you want to stick around, yeah. So
party.
I like PC, but I do own a PlayStation 4 and an old Xbox. Well, the stream went green just then. But consoles for me are a bit limiting just because of the amount of time I spend on a couch versus at my computer doing work stuff. So I think it's a bit hard to sort of say which one I am. Before the PlayStation 4, I was very hateful of the consoles. Because they made bad decisions with games. They advertised at 1080p, 4K 60 back in when PS4 came out. And then they had to do a refresh. And people were saying how the PlayStation 4 is more powerful than a computer. And it's not. Because you can build it, but I guess money-wise, costs and stuff, yeah, sure, you could potentially not have to build it. But people were building $500 computers at the time when the PlayStation 4 was $500 and it was performing the same. So I suppose it's a sign of the times. I think when the PlayStation 5 comes out at the end of this year, I think you could potentially build a comparable computer for the same price.
Ooh, they sure about that?
I think so.
Well, it depends how much it costs.
Remember, an S is like the game that runs on a PlayStation 5. I know they're touting this SSD. It's really fast and all that crap.
Yeah. All that crap.
But right now, an M.2 SSD is fast enough to load a game.
Yeah, I know. You won't
It's a
get out of
different
your way.
architecture.
Sure,
It's a
yeah.
different architecture. You'll be able to do it, and you'll probably be able to run some nice graphics. Because remember that on a computer, and I suppose this is getting a little bit technical, you don't load off the SSD. You load into the RAM, right? And then you load into your graphics card memory RAM too. Those things are so fast, faster than any SSD and faster than what they have. So if they're using that SSD to load data through, yeah, that's fine. So it'll load faster, it'll install faster. But graphics wise, it's not going to change between, it doesn't read off the disk, it doesn't read off the SSD that often.
It's just a question for you. How much, like you just recently reviewed or you had a look at the 5600 XT AMD graphics card, right?
Yeah.
GPU.
Yeah.
How much is that to purchase that graphics card?
$530.
$530.
Yeah.
See, this is what I don't think you can build a computer for the price that the PlayStation 5 will be, because if that's $500,
Yeah.
and that is a graphics card that is less powerful,
Then a 1080 Ti.
what will be inside the PS5?
But is it what? So what's the PS5 matching up to? Like a 2080 Ti?
It's like
Or a
it's like
2080.
matching up to a 5700 XT.
So there's a one up from it, which is I think 5700 XT is like $700, $800.
Yeah, see, it's just the power of mass production and
Yeah, mass production
and APUs.
is mass production is huge.
Economy of scales.
Yeah, okay, and then the monitor comes to that. Do you count the cost of the TV as the peripheral? Like you
Oh,
buy you buy a box,
Yeah.
and you got to buy a
Yeah,
TV.
true. You
Most
just-
people already have a TV.
Okay, let's say it's just box. So
Just
computer box. But
Yeah,
computer
no,
box,
no mouse, keyboard. Comes with a controller.
Oh.
Controllers are expensive. They're like
yeah,
$100.
they're expensive.
But okay, so imagine the price. What's your guess for the price of
I
the
want to say,
PlayStation 5?
yeah, I said 800. You said something like, oh, you said Xbox is like 600 or
Yeah.
something like that. Insane.
Yeah, 600, 700 for
yeah, for an Xbox
Yeah,
Series
yeah.
X.
Yeah, I'm still thinking that.
Yeah.
Because I think Xbox just wants to just completely shatter that.
Yeah,
I think they want to
yeah.
do it at a loss. I think they want to
That's
do it at a loss.
crazy.
So, look, if I was building right now, if I was building a PC that's going to be more powerful or as powerful as a PlayStation 5 or Xbox from what we've seen, I'd have to put a 2070 in there. I'd go with an AMD,
Yeah,
16 gigs of RAM, probably the same CPU that you have.
It'd be like a $2,000 PC.
Well,
1,500, 1,800.
how much is a
Wow,
yeah, actually, Sam, Dooley, you are so correct. None of us have kids. And when a console comes out, it's so much easier if you have kids.
Yeah, you're
Like,
right.
I will not let
you're
my
right.
kids, I don't have kids, but if I do have kids, when I do have kids, I will not let them touch my computer. Because I know exactly what I did to my father's computer so many times. And
Destroyed it.
He just decided not to have a computer. He's like, no, I'm not having none of this.
Not
But
having
you
any
know
of this.
what his problem was? His problem was that he installed a graphics card in his computer, but I'm the one that plays games, and I was running an APU.
Oh, that's weird.
And I played Indiana Jones on his computer, and he said that installing games destroyed the computer.
Is that how your dad sounds?
Yeah, this was years ago. This is good. All right, let's check the
This is
price.
Father conspiracies
Father
come out.
Let's check the price of a 2070, and we'll probably leave it at that. Thanks for joining us for the after party, by the way.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Well, it's not loading. No! Check on your phone. Hang on, I'll check on my
You're
phone.
using up all the data.
All the data.
The data.
Yeah, I think it's like so lagged out. Oh no, it's just you standing real still.
Yeah.
So if I look up a 2070, okay, let's go super and then from PLE. Because that's just the site I remember. $1,000. Oh no, $860. $799.
Well, it keeps getting cheaper. How do you keep doing that?
$759.
Okay, so but that's the non-super, right?
Might be. So
Might
let's say
That's